Hi, everybody. This is Adriana here with HSI Excellence. I am a regional coordinator for the East region, and I have with me today Sammy Hernandez Garciola, and she is our first year experience success coach. We wanted to create this video just as a quick tutorial because we have noticed that there are a lot of you who are recent high school graduates that are new to college that just have questions, how to access certain things, and how to really get acclimated to the campus. So we're just going to make a quick tutorial. Again, just highlighting just a few areas um that you could take advantage of. So Sammy, if you want to kick us off.
Hi guys. So I wanted to make this very general. For our students, I wanted to share my screen and let them know that to have anything general, you would like to go to maricopa.edu, and then from there I would press students and let them know.
So Sammy's logged in automatically, which is perfect. So for yours, it would look a little bit different because you would still, the system would ask you to log in with your personalized MEID and password. You'll have to do the dual authentication portion. But once you log in, it'll look exactly like this because Sammy's actually a current student within the Maricopa Colleges. So her page, it will look just like yours. Go ahead,
Yes.
Sammy.
And then from here, it shows you your academic progress, academic records, and then financial aid. That's if you have any FAFSA on file, or if you have pending. And then here, manage your classes. This is where you go and add your classes from your pertained community college, the codes and all that, and then your profile, which is your name and all that good stuff. And then task, if you have any financial aid pending verifications, that's where you submit if not going in person to your pertained college. And then here are some quick links where it says quick links, apply for FAFSA online admissions, and then Canvas. For some students, Canvas is difficult to find, but you can find it here or on your Maricopa Community College website. So when you go press here, it takes you to your classes. For example, mine shows like this. And then here you go to courses and find your courses, just asking, finding your classes and getting in a contact.
So Canvas, which is perfect. Thank God that we went over this. So Canvas, as you can see, Sammy's currently within the nursing program at Estrella Mountain. And so these are the different courses that she's enrolled in. At the very top, you'll see, same as for you, you have your HSI Excellence Canvas page, which we cover in the orientation. So we're not going to be going over that today, but you can access our services there. But after that, all of the classes use Canvas throughout the district for the most part, unless there's something that's like very specific to a specific major. But this is where you can access all the classes. Each of your professors have created a Canvas page with all of the resource, all of the assignments, the syllabus, anything that's due. It would be found under that course's Canvas website or Canvas course. So I would encourage you click around so that you get familiar with what Canvas is. You can see that it says yours will look a little different because Sammy does have admin access because she works for the college, but for yours, it should say something like calendar, inbox, and at least courses. So that way you can see what classes are available at this time. Sorry, Sammy, go ahead. And I'll be pausing as like we continue. Again, it's very spontaneous recording, but it's highly important because I do notice that there are a lot of you that are a little confused.
And the reason it may look different to you, I have it like this just because I have daily stuff I have to do for class, but you can have a view like this as well. So just to let you guys know, that's just how I have it. Everybody's is different. You can customize it how you like. Okay. And then we're gonna go back, and right here, there's gonna say student email at the bottom. So at the student email, it's gonna show all your, I would click onto it, but it has a lot of my private classes, conversations that I have with professors. But when you click on it, you can um access Google Docs that help you complete your course assignments. There's slideshows. It's called Google Slides. There's an Excel sheet on Google as well, and it's called Google
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 Sheet.
Sheets.
Yeah.
There's a lot of
So
on
it's compatible with Microsoft. So
there.
everything that you would access on your computer, like Microsoft Word, let's say, if you go in the top, there's gonna be like a little, they're like 9 little circles. We're gonna try to see if we could. Oh, there you go. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sammy.
So here,
Perfect. So right there, Google Calendar, it's something that you can program yourself on. And then Google Drive, which you guys honestly, because you guys came in during, we're in high school throughout the pandemic, you're very familiar with like Google Slides, Google Sheets, Google Docs, and Google Drive. But Sammy wanted to show you exactly on how to access your student email. Now, you might be asking, what email does that even link to? You have an MEID. Every student has an MEID. Mine is ADR, and I don't remember the rest of it right now. But it's with the first 3 letters of your last name and then some, or your first name, I'm sorry, and then some numbers. That, and it says whatever your MEID is at maricopa.edu. That is your student email. Us with HSI Excellence and all of your professors will not be emailing your personal email address. We will only be communicating with you with your Maricopa student email. So it's important that you become familiar with with that access. There's a chance that HSI Excellence already actually you got your acceptance email to your Maricopa email for the program. So you've accessed it before, but that is exactly how you will be able to access your student email from that quick link that Sammy provided. And on there, you can email other students, you can use Google Drive and all that stuff. So perfect. Thank you, Sammy.
you're welcome. And then it does give you 15 gigabytes of free storage, just to let you know what your student email. From there, on your quick links, that's very helpful. But for each community college, they have a certain website. So when you go to My Maricopa, you can find everything you need, and it says student tools. So it has Canvas, your student center where we were just at, student email, and then your student portal, which is similar to the student center. And also you can find a class if you
District-wide.
press district-wide. And then
So
here
let's say that you need to take for next semester, you need to take a class. You're currently at Estrella, but you need to take one at Mesa. That's where you can find to see what's offered at not only at Estrella, but what's offered throughout the district.
It shows you how many seats are there. It shows you all that. And then from there, you get your code and you just submit it onto your student center. And then adding a class, it shows you, and then viewing your charges and making a payment plan as well. And then also, if you forget your password, it shows you how to pass a reset. Or you could call the district phone number. And then also down below, it just shows you how to get started, how to tuition payment information, financial aid resources, all these support for students. So
And
finding your
yes, that's what I wanted to highlight. A lot of you guys ask us what your MEID is. So right here for support for students, find MEID. Reactivate by MEID if you're returning and you notice that it's just not working. If you need to contact technical support, or even in the one right after, Sammy, if you can slow down, it says student life, athletics, esports, performing arts, alumni, get involved. And then if you go a little bit higher, you'll see that it says frequently visited pages, libraries. We need to know what resources are at the library, transcripts, academic advisement, scholarship questions, SAP. If you need to file a SAP appeal, student perks. So sometimes there's discounts and stuff like that. So you can definitely take a look at that. Now, Sammy, if you can unshare your screen, I want to cover something that's general for all the colleges. All of the colleges have a student enrollment building, which is where you went to sign up for the college, right? In that student enrollment building is you need to find it on your campus map, which you can find on your campus website. You will be able to access student business services to make like a to ask questions about a payment plan or about a debt, or if you get a ticket on campus or something like that. There's academic advisement is also housed within that building. And remember that you are part of a FOI, so a field of interest. Sammy, if you can pull up on the Maricopa website what the different FOIs are, but you belong to an FOI. So, and we'll go over them in just a second. I think Estrella does a good job at separating them, but you belong to an FOI, perfect. So either you're part of the applied science or behavioral sciences and human services, business entrepreneurship, management, computer and IT, culture and society, education, visual and performing arts, STEM, and health sciences. Thank you, Sammy. If you can unshare. Those are, you are a part of one of those FOIs. So when you go see an advisor and they tell you, yeah, which advisor, you go to the kiosk, right? And you say, oh, I need to see my advisor. Which advisor do you want to see? What's your FOI? You can answer and say, I'm a nursing major. This is my FOI, or I'm a business major. I need to see the business advisor, or I need to see the STEM advisor, or whatever that might be. So that's in terms of advisement. Admissions and records is also on there. So if you notice that there's like an issue with your account and you go to the bottom and it says that you're still a dual enrollment student, this is something that you need to change quickly because that will stop you from getting financial aid. Always make sure that your program plan at the bottom is active, and we verify that with your accounts, but just always want to make sure that doesn't say that you're in early college programs or dual enrollment student, because that identifies you that you're still in high school, which will not allow you to receive your FAFSA. So admissions and record, and what other thing is also on there, Sammy? So I kind of went through them. Depends on the colleges, because some of the colleges, they house other things as well in that building, but for the most part, it's those departments that I talked about. And the way that you access when you go into the enrollment services, typically you need to sign up, like you check in at a kiosk, they're going to triage you and you're going to tell them what you're there for. It's important that you try to explain your full situation. Do not be embarrassed to go, because we pay as a district, we pay the people that are at those front lines to connect with you, to help answer the questions. So what I used to do when I was always a student there, like if I didn't know, I literally would start from the beginning. This is what I need help with. I don't know where do I need to go? Can you show me where I need to go? And just explain your whole situation, because the more information that they have, you might think like, okay, it's a question about my classes, so I need to see an advisor. That might not be the real thing. If you can't get into a class, that's an admissions and record question, not an advisement. So they will be able to differentiate it, and they will be able to guide you all the way across and say like, oh, okay, yeah, you came in thinking that you wanted to see an advisor, but really you need to go to admissions and record to add this class manually, or whatever that might be. Anything else, Sammy? Sorry.
No, something I did want to point out, because every admissions and records, or just where it's hosted, they also have counseling. Knowing that it's there as well. School is stressful, and don't be afraid to reach out to them as well. They're there, they're free, they don't charge you. So if you do want to talk, they're there. Okay?
Yeah. Thank you, Sammy, for bringing that up, because it's huge. The counseling department is there to service you, having anxiety or having being overwhelmed. It's a real, those are real emotions, or trying to process certain things that might have happened in your personal life or whatever that might be. We have counselors on the campuses. Go see them, make an appointment. See if you can make the appointment to be see them like every month if you feel that you might need it or whatever that might be. But try to get connected, because we're there to support you, and we're there, or the counselors are there to offer you that guidance. Now, one of the things that I always get asked about is, in high school, when you heard the word counselor, that's the person that picked your classes. In college, or here for the Maricopa colleges, a counselor is a person who sits you down, who will talk to you and counsel you through a crisis situation or a specific situation. That is a counselor, right? Think about like just getting counseling in general when people say about that. But um an advisor now is the person that's going to help you with the classes. So I always want to try to differentiate that, because that's a big difference between what a high school counselor does and what they do at the community college. It's a little bit different. So again, with the give as much information of what's happening so that you can get the right help. Now, for financial aid, I always want to tell the students, remember that Azucena, who is our financial aid specialist here for HSI Excellence, you have, as an HSI Excellence student, an additional perk, if that's what you want to, if that's how you want to refer to it. So if you need help completing your FAFSA application, contact Azucena. If you need help filing a SAP appeal, contact Azucena. If you need help filing the Maricopa for the scholarship fund, that general application, contact Azucena. Like with all that, she will be able to help you. And she'll kind of like hold your hand through the process or give you the general information, versus at the college. I mean, there's a lot of you, they often don't have the opportunity to help you line by line with your FAFSA, or refer you to a workshop, or refer you to the district IT phone if you're having like some type of issue with your FAFSA or submitting it. So always FAFSA, you're part of HSI Excellence. Part of the benefit is that you have access to success coaches such as Sammy, who's specialized in first year experience. So if you have a question, Sammy is a person that you need to reach out to in terms of first year's experience. If you have if you're a male minority student and you want to get connected on the campus and you don't want to, you want to connect with another male student, or you want to get more involved and volunteer, you need to contact Juan. If you want to start talking about an internship, if you're undecided about your major, or you're going in thinking like, no, like this is not for me, I want to switch it, you need to contact Alejandra. Why? Because she has a career assessment link that you can take. If you are watching this video and you're not, you're not first year but getting ready to graduate, and you're thinking about shopping for universities, Samantha Segovia. And the biggest one that I always like to highlight, I talked about Susana as well, but basic need access. A lot of you guys need to get in contact just in general with Shayla, because she has different resources to help you succeed, or just get some type of different type of assistance throughout your community. They're separated by zip code so that you can find what's available to you, because obviously the resources at Mesa are going to be different than they are going to be for Estrella Mountain students, because they're so far apart. But there's food drives all over the campuses. There is, or not over the campuses, all over throughout the community. There are just different opportunities, but make yourself familiar when you go. We even have a little pointing arrow that points to her sticky note, because it's so important, because right now you might not need it, but the day after tomorrow you might need it, or somebody that you know might need it. So just be familiar with the resources that the community has to offer you. Sammy, sorry. We just decided to do this video very spontaneously because we noticed that again, there were a lot of you that had a lot of just like general overview questions. We're like, let's just record a video. They can watch it whenever they need it. So it's impromptu. So thank you, Sammy, for being willing to come on camera with me. Another program or department that I want to highlight, there are tutoring centers at each of your campuses, and Sammy can talk about it in just a second because she uses it all the time, as well as myself. When I was a student, I struggled with math. I hadn't taken math in such a long time, and I would work my federal work study job, like my little part time at the tutoring center. I would check in students. From whatever time until 12, and then when I got out, I would stay there until 10 p.m. because back then that's when they were like open later. I would stay there until super late. And complete my homework because I didn't understand like what was going on and I just needed the additional guidance. So use tutoring. We have writing centers that will help you write a paper. They will proofread your paper for you. We have books that you can get on reserve. If you cannot afford a textbook, by the way, apply for the Basic Need Access Fund from HSI Excellence. That's part of your benefits. But typically a lot of libraries, they have certain textbooks that are on reserve, which you can check out for a few hours. So you don't have to purchase it. The CIS 105 textbook, let's say, that has the different steps on how to get things done. You can find it there. What else can you do from tutoring, Sammy?
For tutoring, there is online and in person. If you don't have time to go in, or you don't, there's no transportation at the time. So from the tutoring center, you get paired with the tutor, you ask them the questions. There's a science department, there's a math department, and I believe, well, the English would be the writing. But if they don't know, they'll help you find someone who will know. I remember going in for chemistry, and that was a very hard topic to even go over. And they're like, okay, we're gonna lay it out for you. Here's what you need to know, or this is for the assignment. Okay, we'll explain this to you. And then also like at telling you what to ask your professor if they don't know the answer, because sometimes they're students themselves too. So they let me know, okay, I can guide you. But for your better understanding, here's what you can ask. So don't be afraid to go and look up online as well. So let's say you're at Estrella or Mesa, you're going to Mesa, you're going to put student tutoring center. And from there, it's going to give you all the list it has. So some even have for psychology tutoring. So just knowing your campus, know your campus very well. Just
walk around.
Okay,
It's a
yeah,
great time to just walk around.
yes.
What's in this building? What's in this other
Mhm.
building? Oh, what services do you offer here at the library? You know, or what services are in student life, which is the next one that I wanted to get into. A lot of you guys are asking, how do I get involved? So your campuses also have a student life department. Can you hear me? Sorry, accidentally.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
They have a student life department where the sports are housed that you can, if you're at PC, let's say you wanted to attend a women's soccer game, go in there to ask information about the scheduling, or some of the campuses have gyms that you can sign up for, like GCC, they have classes. And so if you want to stay in shape, go to Student Life and ask, like, oh, how do I get a membership here, you know, to come and work out? Or for Estrella, they have, it's not just Estrella. All the institutions have a lot of clubs and organizations that you can get involved with, kind of like HSI Excellence, but those would be specific to your campus. Literally, there's a club for everything. There's a fashion club, a video game club, there's a chess club. Ooh, what else? Mecha,
Yeah.
a lot. And then Student Life also puts on different events throughout the semester. So you'll notice, like when Christmas times come, they'll say like, oh, join us for a holiday party and we're gonna be giving out hot chocolate and cookies, you know, or we're giving free food this day, like stop by. Or at Australia, they used to do a lot like for the Super Bowls. So they would project it like they project a game on the screen and then pop popcorn, so that you can come by and get popcorn. So just get involved. And I think one of the things that Sammy and I also want to emphasize is it's important that you guys know that everybody that works at the college because they're passionate about students and they want to help you. So if you can't find a building, try to look around. Probably there's a person or a staff member that will be able to help you. Find a campus map. We need to learn to be resourceful, and find what we need to, but always ask for help. And if you can't find it in that second, call us. There's an HSI Excellence line where we are always available to answer your phone call. Hi, I'm at South Mountain. I can't find this. Can you help me? And we will go on the website and help you virtually. Oh, sorry about that. And help you virtually as much as we can. But just ask questions. I know some of you guys did most of your high school virtually, which is now like, okay, readjusting to real life, or having to have that person interaction. But like I said, we're always there to help you. I'm going to be on your campus once a month or a couple times a month, but at least once a month with snacks. Come visit me, ask me questions. Sammy's also available as well. We can meet with you virtually. But everybody's there to support you. Everybody's there to help you. You just need to, like we said, like if it's Canvas, click around, get familiar with the environment virtually. If you need to go on the Maricopa website and you need to access it, great. You need to be resourceful. Use the search bars at the top, but anything that you can find, you're not alone in this college experience. That's the whole reason why you're in HSI Excellence. As well as I want to remind you guys, some of you did not qualify for Pell Grant for your FAFSA. It's important that you take the time to watch the orientation video link that we sent out, because there, Alyssa highlights line by line how to have HSI help you pay for at least one or two classes, how to get your basic assistance funding, which every student is eligible for, how to get a workforce readiness like stipend fund, and that graduation transfer fund, when that time comes. So PTK, you need to pay for ASU application or whatever. If you didn't take the time to watch it as thoroughly, this is a great time to go back, watch that 10-minute video, because it'll highlight everything about HSI Excellence that you need to know. Anything else, Sammy, that you can think of?
That is pretty much it. Don't be afraid of asking questions. Just even if you see a student, they might know. And if they don't know, they might lead you to someone. So don't be afraid to talk. Don't be shy. That's one thing I will tell you. I'm a shy person and I get what you get all nervous and all that stuff, but don't be afraid. You guys got this.
Yeah. And thank you so much for joining me today, Sammy. I know she typically is much more introverted, but we saw that it was really important. And so we wanted to take the opportunity to make this video. Like we said, we know that college is difficult. All of us are alumni from one of the 10 Maricopa colleges. Some of us, well, most of the coaches already have their bachelors or are working on their bachelors, like Sammy, Juan, and some of us even went back, for additional certificates and stuff like that. Alyssa and I are getting our masters right now. So we have navigated this college experience many, many times. So we know what it's like, but we made the decision to work for the Maricopa colleges, specifically for this program. Why? Because we're passionate about you and we want to help. So you're not alone. We're here to help you. Ask us the questions, but we don't know. There's more than 500 of you. Like, there's no way that we could know that you're in crisis or if you have questions if you don't take the time to reach out to schedule with us. Become familiar with the HSI Excellence Canvas page. Click around, see how you can schedule to meet with us. And Sammy's schedule is a little bit more limited because she's in the nursing program and some of them are still college students or university students. However, if you email her, she can respond to you quicker or she can get to you a little bit faster. So you got this. We're here to help. And anything that you need, please feel free to reach out to us. But learn to be resourceful, learn to ask questions, and just know that you're going to succeed throughout this college experience. That's why HSI Excellence is here to help motivate you. But also, but we need to just make sure that you're not afraid to ask us questions. So congratulations for making the step on wanting to come to college. You know, you could have taken a year off, or you could have gone straight into the workforce, or, you know, done anything else, but you made the decision to be here, and that's the first step. So you'll be successful. There's nothing for you to worry about, and we'll be in touch with you soon. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.